guys, welcome back to another AIW of May. This is literally recorded a day before. I gotta get this edited out and shit. I'm holding it down. Um, yeah. So, basically, my daily show right now is B-Stars. Um, it's pretty interesting, getting pretty interesting. A lot of words I'm not understanding. I've been making words again, making word cards again. I've been slowly getting back into it, but I need to, you know, reinforce myself to try and make words, like word cards every day again. It's, uh, it's a habit I need to get back into. Um, yeah, uh, very interesting show. Very weird show. Uh, moving on. Wolf's Rain is what I'm watching on Mondays, and that show is it's pretty weird, but I kind of like it. It I noticed Kiryu Kazma's voice actor is in like one of the characters. It's like one of the evil guys or whatnot. But anyways, that's besides the point. It's like very weird. Like these wolves disguise themselves as humans, and there's this like legend basically, um, and it's like a dying world, blah blah blah, and like the wolves will eventually bring out the end of the world, but like they'll find paradise and shit, and it's very cool. I'm trying to remind me that like it kind of reminded me of like uh kind of a bit like this setting and shit, like post-apocalyptic shit. Not necessarily like exactly one to one, but yeah. And I'm trying to like it's like 2000s anime esque, so it's like it's still pretty like it's got that unique style to it. Anyway, moving on. Haibane Renmei. So I've been watching this too. Um, yeah, it's like I remember the reason why I picked it up is because it had a very serial experience lane art style. It's probably made by the same studio. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't find it. Figure out the name. Um, figure out the word. My bad. Um, it's a very interesting premise. Like very like weird world and shit. Like she wakes up as like basically an angel, Haibane, and yeah, she's like figuring shit out. I'm only like 3 episodes in, and then there's this like a cult like group and shit. It's so weird. Um, Gintama like second season. I've been watching that on Wednesdays, and it's pretty good. I dig it. I'm always scared about what is it, the aspect ratio, if that'll change anything, but it never really changes anything. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. I think I just recently watched an episode. I forget what's her name. She gets her like glasses changed or something, and then they had what is it? I think her like boss on it's just her boss on's glasses or something like that. But anyways, we're gonna move on to what I watch on Thursdays, and that is Digimon Frontier. So this one, it's so weird because it's like I'm so used to Digimon being like partners and shit, but this one is like you really only have like two Digimon traveling with these kids, and the kids become Digimon themselves, which is like weird because it kind of reminded me of Tamers, like when they fused with the Digimon. But this is like they they basically like are a Power Ranger turning into it, like Power Rangering into a Digimon, basically. Very very weird show. I could tell it's gonna be kind of more lighthearted. I feel like um, a lot of people say it's more lighthearted, but yeah. Um, moving on. Fridays I watch Ballpark de Tsukamate. So this is currently airing right now. I dig it. I think I talked about this last time. I probably talked about a lot of these last time. yeah, it's pretty good. I dig it. I still gotta catch up. I caught myself lacking on some episodes, but I will though. I'll catch up. Yeah. Moving on to Saturday, Densetsu Uido. Um, yeah, I've been lacking on this. I know I got to the point where they're facing like some type of like lab made creature or something like that in weed. But yeah, that's it for currently airing shows. So we're gonna move on, and this is the kind of movie. It was good. Basically, like it wraps up kind of, and has a pretty good ending. I like the enemy in it. You see like that. Not, never mind. I feel like I'm going into spoiler territory, honestly, but I do end up like spoiling a lot from these shows. But yeah, it's a pretty good finale to the series, and it like answers a lot of questions and shit like that. Um, yeah, overall, it's a pretty good movie, and I'm shocked to see it isn't like a filler movie or anything like that. It's good to actually see like a non-filler movie for like anime type shit. I know one's coming out for Chainsaw Man, so moving on to Overlord. So this was my daily show after I figured out that One Piece did not have subs for Netflix. Basically, okay, so I watched Overlord back in the day, and I watched it with a friend who like I'll just say he's more of an acquaintance than a friend. I never really liked him type shit, but um it he I don't know. I just never got into Overlord at first, and I decided to really sit down and watch it. And I do think it takes a while to burn in on me. It took a while to burn in, um, but yeah, the fights in this season they were they were pretty good. Especially with I forget her name. Oh fuck, the vampire chick. Yeah, Shaltier. Uh, that was pretty good. Leaves you like wondering and shit. And then I'm trying to think of more memorable moments in Overlord season one, because Overlord season two is kind of fresh in my head. Uh, yeah, I think if you're worried about like I'm always worried about the sword art syndrome with a lot of these VR animes, and Overlord really doesn't have that. It's really just a different show entirely in my head, because it's like the VR aspect I feel like is only there for like it's really only there for like a seconds at most, and then they get back to like because it's his world now basically, his real life. All right, moving on. Bubble. So I saw this was on Netflix, and I was like, why don't I give it a watch? So yeah, this anime movie, like it's a movie. Um, it just reminds me of Wonder Egg Priority, and I looked it up, and I was like, did Whip make Wonder Egg Priority? And I'm like no, like just like a lot of the lips, like lip close-ups and shit. Like it's it's weird, and this is like it's so weird because it kind of reminds me. It's like a half fusion between like Wonder Egg Priority and Skate the anime. Um, but like instead of like skating, it's like parkour, if you can imagine that. I don't know. Um, yeah, and the parkour aspect is like really interesting. Like these different teams are like vying for supplies and shit. They're beating each other out, and that aspect is like really cool. And then like you find more about the bubbles and shit, like, and it's a really really interesting watch. And I mean, the I think it was an hour and 40 minutes, which, I mean, like, 2 hours of your time. I think it was a good anime. Um, it definitely, yeah, it deserves a 7. I'll say it's pretty good. Yeah. And we're gonna go on to the next one, Overlord 2. So this one, let me let me recollect my thoughts. There's like the lizard arc, and then there's the uh fucking princess like arc type shit, and all that shit happens. So this it low key starts to heat up here. You see a lot more like fight scenes and shit. I feel like comparative to the first season, um, figuring out more shit, figuring out, who's basically running shit, type shit. I will say I was more invested in the first half of the season than the second half. But then, like, the second half started to get better at the end. So that's what I'm gonna leave at Overlord 2. Unfortunately, I wish I had more to say, but I've been just, what is it? I don't know, man. I've been out of it lately. um, yeah, and we're gonna move on to Digimon Tamers Runaway Locomon. Okay. Ooh. This is like, okay. So I watched the movies in the wrong order. You'll see this here. Um I watched Runaway Locomon first when I should have watched the movie that's about to come up after this first. This is basically the second release movie chronologically. But this, it's like an OVA. It's not even like, I don't even know why this is labeled a movie. It should be like an OVA, honestly. It's like 30 minutes, like 5 more minutes than a, like, regular anime episode. Um Constant action. I really dig this movie. I think a lot of people dig the other movie comparatively, but I dig this movie more because how do I put it? You have you get to see a little bit of everybody and their Digimon work together, and you didn't really see that in, you saw it a little bit in Digimon Tamers itself, but, like, they're all working together. You see, how do I put it? Oh God, I forgot the other kids' names, but yeah, you see their Digimon work together with, the main characters Digimon and shit, and it's overall a good movie. And then, like, Locomon is, like, interesting. Like, it's basically like a train episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loves trains, bro. Narratively. Like, in games, in movies type shit. Very very interesting movie. I'd say it's a good filler movie. Yeah. So we're gonna move on. Whew, Digimon Tamer Battle of Adventures. So this one, I dig it because it's like the Okinawa aspect of it and shit, like they on vacation type shit. Um, the virtual pet shit, like, that's kind of cool. Seeing, like, a Digimon themed, I forget what it's called, but it's like a, it's something in Okinawan culture, but it's like the one girl's dog became it, basically. Um, and then, like, you got that death, basically the death aspect, which I find really unique to Digimon Tamers as well in here with that one girl. Um, Not the girl dying, but like the girl's Digimon. Maybe it's here. Nah. Then you got like Omegamon as well. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't really, which is really shocking because I like a lot of like Okinawan shit. I found it like fucking interesting. Um, Beautifully animated, by the way. This movie, same with the last one. Feel like I should say that. But this one more so. I feel like it's animated a whole lot more better. But I still dig, the Runaway Locomon movie more. Um, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, I dig this movie. I dig this movie. Um, yeah, but I'm shocked I didn't like it more because I do dig that Okinawan shit. Um, yeah. So I think this is gonna be it for this fucking AIW boys. Um, so I feel like this one was a whole lot less because I'm not really proud of this one. Um, it's because like I did pick like a lot of 24 episode shows, and I haven't been. You'll notice like a lot of these were movies, like literally four of them were movies. I think because we had Kaino, we had Bubble, we had Digimon Tamers, and yeah, and we had like two, but they were like daily shows as well. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do better, boys, but I gotta be honest, the work is catching up. Um, but honestly, like the length of the AIW doesn't really matter to me. Like it's starting not to matter to me, but I do want to make them lengthier. But I think as long as I have one out every month, I'm fine. Uh, and yeah, that will be all. And I will see you guys next month on the 25th, as always. Alrighty. You guys have a wonderful time.